Are you ready for the girls? Are you ready for the guys?
What has he got that we haven't got?
Are you ready for Hardbodies 2?
We're making movies on location.
They're oversexed,
Ollie Ollie oxen free.
overexposed, and overseas.
No, not my surfboard!
Get ready to party again. Hardbodies 2. Adventures in Paradise. Hardbodies 2.
Hey YouTubers, Hankster here, and welcome to our final movie review video involving spring break for the year 2015. This particular video, of course, is a sequel to our last movie review, which, of course, is Hardbodies. This is Hardbodies 2, and features only two performers from the original movie. That is Cyrus Picard, who, of course, played the country boy from the original movie, from one of the three old geezers, and Roberta Collins, who, oddly enough, was Christie's older sister, who, of course, ran the hotels that the three geezers took living in. And just about all the other major roles, Scotty this time around was played by a different actor. Even Rags, who originally in the first movie was skinny little redhead guy, looked kind of like Carrot Top. This time was played by a taller, black-haired dude. So a little bit odd there. But the movie also features none other than James Karen, better known for his roles in the Return of the Living Dead series, and Fabienne Udiano, who you might have seen in such movies as Summer School with the lead actor from NCIS, the original NCIS series on CBS. She, of course, also had a role as a villainess in the original Austin Powers movie, something with vagina in the name. She, of course, plays the sort of the romantic interest for Scotty in this particular movie, but we'll get into that just shortly. Now, things have changed for Scotty for the better now that his adventures at the beach house and all has come and gone. He's moved from being a semi-homeless scammer, beach bum scammer, to an up-and-coming movie star. And he's starring in one of his latest movies about a guy who falls in love with a sort of a Grecian mob princess. And it's interesting to note that the movie is, of course, them filming the movie, and sometimes you can't tell which is what's actually going on in the plot of the actual movie you're watching, or what's going on while they're filming the movie they're supposed to be doing. So that's a pretty interesting concept to pay attention to what's going on. Of course, real life has changed for Scotty. Of course, Christy is no longer part of his life. He's now romantically involved with a sort of a semi-ditzy blonde girl who sort of spoiled, sort of over-demanding of him and other people. He, of course, is engaged to marry her shortly after this movie that they're doing is supposed to be made. But he kind of has a little bit of second thoughts here and there, and all. Of course, he's involved with the movie a bunch of crazy, boneheaded people. Of course, the equipment outside that work, especially the camera, kind of starts spitting out film. There's two bickering directors, one of them, of course, played by James Karen. His character is the head director, who likes to, of course, even though he takes very seriously of his craft, also likes to spend time cheating on his wife with his assistant. We, of course, do see his wife later on in the movie. Oddly enough, I just read in this, James Cameron's real-life wife is in this movie. And I think it's his wife in the actual movie, but they got married around this time of this movie, and they're still married today. So congratulations to James Cameron for that. And of course, we'll be talking more about James Cameron when we finally get to do our Return of the Living Dead movie series reviews coming up this October. Of course, that's going to be its 30th anniversary this year, so we're going to be focusing a lot on that movie series. But that's just a little bit of taste. Let's get back to spring break movies with Hardbodies 2. Of course, another one, the female director, of course, is more into realism, and she goes as far as even bringing in real marijuana, risking people getting arrested in Greece in doing so. Now, of course, while this is going on, one of the major hurdles is trying to find a female romantic lead for Scotty's character. And they're hanging around an authentic Grecian restaurant run by an old man and his daughter, who, of course, is our own Fabiano, who catches Scotty's eye, and, of course, he uses his old charm to convince her to take part in this movie. Now, of course, as most girls, as beautiful as she is, she, of course, has an overprotective father, and he kind of gets into the act later on in the picture. Of course, Scotty himself has a little bit more problems. He has sort of an understudy, sort of like a stuntman who wants to have his job as well, and kind of tries to screw up things between him and the potential female lead, who, of course, his name is Cleo in this movie. Sort of naive, but kind of a little smart on her, has a lot of smarts on her side as well. Now, of course, there's a lot of crazy things. Now, of course, Ashby, that's the name of the original character from the original movie that Sir S. Pickard plays. Ashby, of course, returns in the movie as well, playing the same Ashby. He, of course, his character kind of acquires the boat that Scotty has stowed away on to meet girls and stuff, along with Rags. Of course, that's the plot of the movie they're making. He, of course, falls in love with a girl from a nearby boat and all, and pretty much rolls on from there. Now, of course, back to the director who wants realism. They decide to ask around, and of course, they ask Diana and Cleo's dad, who he know would be good for a good kidnapper. Now, of course, being that it's kind of an odd question to ask somebody like that. He actually gets somebody who actually is a criminal. He's sort of mafioso type looking guy. This is Greece, and he winds up actually kidnapping them and using a real gun and all that kind of stuff. And but thanks to his acting ambitious wife and all, Scotty and Cleo escape from that little situation. Now, of course, Cleo's kind of iffy about when it comes to Scotty, especially when she gets talking with the understudy, thinking that Scotty is trying to move his moves on her. Even though he is enamored with her, but he's still trying to be loyal to his fiancée. Who, of course, pretty much spends most of her time, the fiancée spends most of her time running around with his credit card, spending like crazy. Of course, the night when he and Cleo are kidnapped, she winds up in bed with his own understudy. So, well, when he finds out, game over. The comedy ensues when basically everything winds up as a chase, both being filmed and being realized when Cleo's dad finds out about the realistic love scene between his daughter and Scotty, and of course it winds up in the airport, and of course Scotty and Cleo escape with Rags and his new girlfriend, which of course winds up to be the director's assistant, and they fly off, joining the Mile High Club as they're doing so. But it's sort of a quirky sex comedy. Of course, obviously there's a lot of topless scenes in this movie. It's not sort of a screwball sex movie as it was in the original one. It's just more, it's European, topless beaches and stuff like that. But it's just a screwball sex comedy, and it's an interesting sequel. I kind of wish they had something in between to show how Scotty became an actor. Did he use his scammer charm or something else? But it would have been interesting to delve more into the series. But this was, of course, the last of the Hardbody franchise, and all, sadly. And that's pretty much it for the movie. You can, of course, check it out. It's young people, beaches, a little bit of nudity, not a whole bunch of sex as the first one, but outside nudity. But it's okay, and all. But hope you enjoyed this review, and of course, stay tuned. Of course, our next movie review will be back in the box office with none other than Avengers 2: The Age of Ultron, and we got some more other types of reviews coming up soon. And stay tuned here for more reviews and whatnot here on the Multiverse. See ya.